is on a video link with us. Thank you, Serge, for giving me the floor. I'm with you today from Abidjan. I think that you're going to send a bit more sun for us here with the rainy season. But to answer Serge's question regarding the presentation, how are brokers adjusting to changes in the CIMA area? For us, that has to be compared with the two main articles of the CIMA code. Article 13 about pay cash before cover. So premiums are paid at the beginning of the risk taking, even before the risk is taken. And Article 308, which keeps part of the risks on the African continent, in particular the 14 countries of the CIMA area. Via these two articles, for us as brokers, of course, it's about the financial security of insurance companies. Since insurance companies now have the requisite cash, that way they can immediately face in case the payment of claims in case of claims. But now the role of the broker, and we'll explain that in more detail later, is to do this work, to prime the system with the companies and to manage things locally in case of claims and to optimize claims management. Article 308 for us means that the branches as defined in the CIMA code are regionalized so that insurance companies can keep part or whole of a risk or all of a risk on the territory of the country involved. Of course, this aspect is going to contribute and is still contributing now to strengthening insurance companies by taking on more and more risk within the local scope that they're managing. But of course, the more the countries are going to grow, then of course, the more the capacities will need to be big. And so gradually, they are going to have more and more capabilities. So for us, insurance in African countries, especially in the CIMA area, is going to grow wonderfully. This growth should happen with brokers and also in particular specialist brokers. So the second question, Serge, that you asked us, how can you make sure that you carry on supporting your clients in this regional context? What you need to keep in mind is that the context of the CIMA area is an opportunity for us. An opportunity on two counts. The first level, internationally speaking, especially for reinsurance, as you pointed it out in your markets, increased a lot lately, which is not always the case for the African scope, especially insurance companies with their own capabilities have not always revised their price conditions upwards. The second aspect is that the administrative regional specificities in CIMA have led a number of risk managers to revise underwriting policies that used to be integrated into international programs, and gradually these risk managers or major industrial companies have understood that it became relevant to regionalize certain programs. Why regionalize? Well, as I explained, reinsurance is less expensive in the area and local specifics could also crop up again, and so legislation allowed us to readjust certain programs when it was necessary. The quality of insurance, but also of reinsurance, be it local via national reinsurance companies or regional reinsurance or potentially international reinsurance when it's necessary, help strengthen these programs that we are putting in place. And the role of our firm, which is a multi-specialist firm in transport, industrial risk, or the health aspect, enables us to have that field knowledge and to adjust programs for our clients if necessary. For the third question, Serge, the recent installation of Filiale Africa, isn't that proof that the CEMA area is still a land of opportunity? Well, there are several aspects to that. First of all, on the African scope, especially the CEMA area, if you look at the figures from a macro level, the penetration level of insurance is less than 1%, 0.7 for non-life, 0.3, 0.4% for life insurance, whereas it's 3% in the English-speaking part. So there's a great area of opportunity for the insurance market when you're looking at the figures with a macro lens. But now, very concretely, very down-to-earth view with the field routes that we have. We are a multi-specialist broker, as I was saying a minute ago. We have 3 key sectors where we're involved in the African scope. Filiale, with its roots, mostly with Filiale Maritime, are not new. We've had roots in Africa for decades now, several decades. We had a subsidiary, Filiale Côte d'Ivoire, that was largely involved with our importing or exporting clients, and now we think that via the many building projects and the organization of some regional projects, international donors also, the value added of a broker. Well, we have a role to play in African economies, in African insurance. And so precisely this regional hub allows us to focus technical skills, operational skills for our specialists and engineers in the CEMA area, and they are harnessed for our network. Talking about the network via these 2 hats that I'm wearing as the head of Filiale Africa and also as the head of the Brokers Link network throughout Africa, in just 12 months, we've established the premier brokers network in Africa. So operationally, our local brokers deliver quality service to the client, day-to-day servicing, and so corporate business or regional cases where you need specialists, that's the role that is played by Filiale Africa on the African continent. So for us, this recent establishment helps us provide our customers with an in-depth analysis of their needs. We can select guarantees, we can select solvent, serious, local, regional, or international insurance companies, and then we can be involved in placement of reassurance when necessary in order to guarantee end-to-end service in the setup of the contract, but we can also provide support to our customers in claims management with insurance companies. Because of CEMA legislation, insurance companies are getting stronger and stronger, and I think it's a good thing that African insurance companies are forging ahead. They're strengthening their financial capabilities via capital increases, as you explained earlier. That is going to clean things up, and that's going to be beneficial for clients and beneficial for the whole insurance sector.